Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my Ancestry DNA results, which is super exciting. But if you are new around here, then hello, my name is Sarah-Jayne. I make videos on all different things to do with lifestyle, from things around the home, shopping, hauls, beauty, parenting, pregnancy, all that kind of thing. So if you like that kind of thing, make sure you stick around by clicking that subscribe button and also turn on that notification bell so that you can be notified of any new videos. So Ancestry DNA, there is a really big reason why I wanted to do this, and that is because I don't know a huge amount about my ancestry. The reason being is because my dad, my real dad, who unfortunately passed away when I was 9 years old, was actually adopted. So I don't know a huge amount about his ancestry, and neither did he. When he was alive, he did try to do a bit of research, but way back then there weren't you know, websites like Ancestry, and it just really wasn't very easy to try and trace back your family heritage. So he unfortunately didn't find his family while he was alive, but a few years later I actually did do a bit of research and I did find his mum, or I found his mum's sister. And it turns out that unfortunately his mum had died a couple of years before we got in touch, which was super sad, because she was always hopeful that one day he would turn up on her doorstep, because there were some things when she gave him up for adoption, there was some things going on in her life and her family's life, and they just weren't able to cope with a baby, which is why they put him up for adoption. So yeah, it's really sad really when you think about it, but if you believe in heaven, then maybe they're up there together having a good old chinwag. So yeah, on my dad's side of the family, I really don't know much about where people came from. His family were actually up in Redcar, Cleveland, whereas my mum's family were more sort of Chesterfield way, and also down in Essex as well. So it's a real mixed bag, and obviously I don't know who my dad's real dad was. So my family is rather complicated, hence the reason why I wanted to do the Ancestry DNA. So I actually got these through while we were on holiday, and I was so excited to see what the results were. So I'm going to share these with you now. So when you get your DNA results through, it will actually come through by email and then take you through to a website where you can log in and see exactly what your ancestry is, or your estimated ethnicity. And I kind of deep down was thinking that I was going to be something a little bit more exotic, but it turns out that I am actually 75% British. But it does go into a little bit more depth of whereabouts in Britain you are derived from. So I am 75% British, 10% Irish. Apologies if you can hear squeaking in the background, my little girl is asleep in the corner. Her nickname is Squeak because she makes squeaky noises all the time. 9% Iberian Peninsula, 2% Eastern European, 1% Scandinavian, 1% Europe South, less than 1% Europe West, and less than 1% Finland and Northwest Russia. So an absolute mixture of things just there. I have no idea where a lot of these things come from. As far as my mum knows, our family is from Great Britain, so I don't know where the Irish or Iberian Peninsula would come from. So although I can't do a great deal of research into where they might have come from, I did find really interesting the fact that you could see a little bit more about where in Great Britain you were from. So it comes up with this little map, and it kind of tells you the hotspots of where in Great Britain your ancestry is from. It's really interesting for me because I know that my grandma is from Surrey, so down south, and a lot of them are from around there. And as I just mentioned, my dad's real mum was from Redcar, Cleveland, which was up north. So we've kind of ended up in the Midlands. I'm living in Nottingham, so it's kind of like we've got up north and down south and just made our way to the Midlands. So that's really, really interesting. The map section can also map out your ethnicity as well, so you can see where it comes from. So clearly mine is all around the Europe area. Sadly no Australian or American or Canadian or anything exotic like that. But yeah, I found it really, really interesting. One of the other things that I really like about it as well is that it does give you DNA matches, so it takes the information from other people that have had it done and tells you, you know, this person could be your first or second cousin, for example. I have contacted a couple of people. Only one person got back to me and they seemed a little bit cagey about talking about, you know, opening up their family tree to me, which I didn't particularly want them to do. I just maybe thought we could have a chat about where we could be related. So it kind of put me off contacting more people, which is a bit of a shame. But overall I was really, really pleased with you know, the service. It is quite pricey. I think it cost me around £100. But for me, because I didn't really know a lot about my ethnicity or my ancestry, I was really, 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 really interested in seeing it. So yeah, I definitely would recommend it. It does make really nice gifts as well. We actually purchased one for my stepdad and also Anthony's dad as well. Obviously it's on the more pricier end of the spectrum as far as a gift goes, but it's just something different and really nice to have done. I now have the little one in my arms, which is why you can hear her squeaking even more. So I'd love to know if you've had your Ancestry DNA done or are thinking about having it done. I hope that this video is maybe a bit interesting for you to watch if you are thinking about having it done. Let me know if you decide to go ahead with it after watching this. But thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to keep up to date with all of my latest videos. Thank you so much for watching and I shall see you again next time. Bye!